Germans are deeply attached to their forests. They use them a great deal. And now they are seeing them die. Blue means dying, red is dead. The foresters have marked the trees for the hikers. The signs leave no room for doubt. A number of air pollutants from cars and industry are involved, they claim.
Wenn die Kinder mal aufwachsen und kein Wald mehr sehen, die kennen die Wälder nur noch von Postkarte und Kalender, ne? Das ist schon deprimierend. Ja.
Helpless. Influence. Cry the trees. German prosperity, like our own, is not without cost.
What an interesting movie this is. Putting on chill.
Sweden, an acid lake. The world contains many national boundaries, but the atmosphere ignores them. Years ago, a Swedish scientist discovered a significant connection with events which were just beginning to be noticed.
A fishery inspector called me up and just questioned, is it possible that the fish kill we have here in western Sweden could be attributed to atmospheric conditions? So that was a shock to me, equivalent to that of the catastrophe of Titanic.
The idea that rainfall could be acidified by industrial pollutants was at first ridiculed, but it's been confirmed over and over by atmospheric scientists. In Virginia, Jim Galloway operates part of a national rain chemistry network. The simple collector would be triggered by rainfall. And here in the eastern United States, eventually, their work may lead to the rehabilitation of New York's acid lakes. But for now, the fish are like the miner's canary in the cage. They are used to test the condition of the water. And it's not just acid that the fish have to extend. There is also aluminum, dissolved from the surrounding soil by acid rain. Lake chemistry is always closely linked to the land. 24 hours have passed. It was Carl Schofield who discovered the special vulnerability of fish to a combination of aluminum and acid. The gills on the right are normal. The others show erosion and clogging typical of aluminum and acid attack. Fish without the delicate gill membrane simply suffocate.
I can't even see.
Why does a lake acidify? First, of course, it must be in an area of highly acid rain. This is the part of the continent that receives rain about 10 times more acidic than normal. Within the area, soil plays a crucial role because rain must filter through it before reaching the streams and lakes. All soils have some ability to absorb acid. How much depends on the soil thickness. But some soils contain as well a key agent that neutralizes acid and protects the water. Jim Galloway.
The active agent in the soil that causes that protective mechanism to occur is calcium carbonate, the limestone soils. These beakers of soil were gathered in this area. These soils are acid soils, no naturally occurring calcium carbonate in them. We're going to make a soil with calcium carbonate using a commercially available form of calcium carbonate. So now we need an acid. This lemon contains citric acid, which is not found in rain, but it's about as acidic as rainfall.
I'm gonna go sharpen
And
my
this is
pen.
the acid soil that has no calcium carbonate on it. When you add an acid to it, as so, you can see there's no response. If this has been acid rain going in the soil, the acid rain would flow right through into the lake and stream, causing acidification. The other half of the lemon we're putting into the soil with calcium carbonate. As you see, there's a chemical reaction occurring, bubbles are being produced, the acid rain is interacting with the calcium carbonate. This process dissolves the calcium carbonate and neutralizes the acidity of the lemon juice. Therefore, the stream and lake draining from that soil would never have been acidified.
In the most intensive project of its kind, teams from New York State are now visiting many of the 2,500 lakes in the Adirondacks. And there's a lot they have to take a look. Here there is no protected limestone, and these high mountain areas have thin soils, so there's very little capacity to absorb acid. It makes these remote mountain lakes doubly vulnerable.
Very clean. We left the lake in 1982, and since then all the mosses have died off and the algae have disappeared, and it's all clean on the bottom. You can see the rocks, you can see the slab, the original slab.
I'm sorry, I did like
natural lake.
On purpose?
This lime stream has now been restocked with fish, as Hans Fulkenberg will do next year with his lake. Surveys show they're starting to reproduce. Success, but at quite a price. And the liming must be continued for as long as there's acid in the rain.
Time will be dubbed. Yeah, you have a native branches. Yeah, and if you have a lot of needle dropping to the soil, the biomass of the tree, capable for photosynthesis, is sharply reduced. The tree has to die.
What's happening in Germany's forests? Could this be a natural phenomenon? Unlikely. Forests throughout the country are
How am
damaged,
I feeling right now?
but natural conditions like soil and climate vary widely. There is a crucial hint in scenes like this. The trees are at the top of the mountain. In fact, wherever forest damage is found in Germany, the higher the elevation,
Everywhere where the proximity to industrial emissions. We might even say that clouds are the vacuum cleaners of...
Who?